181.46. So I'll tell you what we'll do now. We'll have a sports bulletin here on 11:16 a.m. before we hand back to FM, because that could be it for the day, possibly. But with the BBC Radio Derby Sport is Ieuan Ivett.
I'm Ieuan Ivett, and here's the sports headlines. In tennis, Britain's Joanna Konta has reached the semi-finals of the Roland Garros women's singles after defeating American Sloane Stephens in straight sets. She's the first British woman to reach the semi-finals since 1983. Cricket now, and England lost by 14 runs to Pakistan in their second match of the World Cup. Joe Root and Jos Buttler both made centuries at Trent Bridge, but England still failed to chase down a victory target of 349 runs, as they finished on 334 for 9 off their 50 overs. The former England captain Michael Vaughan says there's no need for England to panic after the defeat.
Pakistan probably played a game which was near their maximum, probably a 9.5 out of 10 performance, 9 out of 10 England's performance with the bat. Very, very strong with the ball poor, fielding very poor. That was a 6 out of 10, probably 5.5 out of 10 performance bang, yet they only just lost by 14. So there's the positive.
Football. And the Football Association has agreed a 5-year sponsorship deal worth around £50 million with BT. It's been searching for a lead sponsor since its 7-year partnership deal with Vauxhall expired following the 2018 World Cup. However, EE will also continue as the main sponsor for Wembley Stadium. Gus Poyet, Michael Appleton and Cameron Toshak are in contention to become Swansea City's new manager. The Championship side is closing in on finalising the shortlist of up to 6 candidates to succeed Graham Potter, who left for Premier League side Brighton last month. The South Wales outfit have said they will be much closer to an appointment later this week. Ben Davies is set to play for Wales in their June Euro 2020 qualifiers after scheduled surgery was postponed. The 26-year-old defender was set to have a hernia operation, but will now be available for away games against Croatia and Hungary. And in transfer news, Real Madrid have secured the services of Frankfurt striker Luka Jovic for a transfer fee of £52.4 million. The Serbian scored 17 goals in Bundesliga this season and netted 10 times in the UEFA Europa League. Tottenham right-back Kieran Trippier says he is unsure if he will stay at the club and expects to discuss his future with Mauricio Pochettino after his summer break. Trippier is reportedly a target for Italian sides Napoli and Juventus, and Spain's Atletico Madrid have also been linked with the 28-year-old whose contract runs out in 2022. In gymnastics, Becky Downey says she's desperate to mark her return to gymnastics with a medal at the multi-sport European Games later this month in Minsk. The double European champion competed through the pain at last year's World Championships and has had surgery on her ankle.
Surgery at the end of last year, and I've had to kind of get in some new skills and rework my routines. I haven't done beam for a really long time, so to build that back and try and get a consistent, stable routine. So it's been a bit of a challenge, but I feel in a really good place now, so I'm excited to compete.
Athletics now. And Caster Semenya will not need to take testosterone-reducing medication to compete after a Swiss court temporarily suspended a new IAAF ruling. The Olympic 800-metre champion last month lost her challenge to the Court Arbitration for Sport against the implementation of a restriction on testosterone levels in female runners. And boxing promoter Frank Warren says Tommy Fury's appearance on the reality TV show Love Island will bring a new generation to the sport. The light heavyweight, who is brother of Tyson Fury, has won 2 professional fights so far in his career. I'm Ieuan Ivett, and those were your sports headlines for BBC Radio Derby.